Hey all, my name is Kurt and I'm here with Trenton. Welcome to SLB Basement Bourbon Bar, and today, Trenton, is the very first day of the 2023 Bourbon Madness Tournament.
It's going to be a good month.
It's going to be scary, dude. As
of right now, I think 3,600 brackets per person, so 7,200 total. Last year was, we'd only did one bracket, and it was your bracket. It was 1,870 entries. So this year we have about double entries.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. So
really cool.
Yeah, I really hope you all have a great time with it. Trenton, I know that the girls got together because, you know, everything's in secrecy between you and I.
Yep.
And the honest truth is, Trenton and I have zero idea what bottles were even picked or what's in the bracket, but we do have several people to thank. Thank you to all of our patrons who helped determine what the content was going to be for this tournament. That was done over several live streams, so very much appreciate your time for that. Also, we want to thank my good friend Justin, our friends Kevin and Jay, and my brother Ken.
Walker was also involved.
Walker was here too. I forgot Mr. Bueller. And those five guys selected 16 bottles of cask strength bourbon off of my master list of about 30 that we have here available. And they seeded them as well.
Okay.
So if there's any arguments or complaints, it's not these guys this time. We didn't do it.
Yes, I'm not the one to blame.
We really honestly have no idea. We just have a bunch of, the girls got together and poured the 16 bottles into these samples, and they know what they're doing. We do not.
Yep. That's right.
Yeah.
We don't know where they're starting in the bracket, so it's 1-16 usually go up against each other in the seed. They could be starting with 8, 9, and 5 and 12 or whatever. However that works. I don't know how seeding works. I'm not a sports guy.
With Michelle, it could get a little sneaky.
It will. I'm sure it will.
And that's okay. And if that's the case, I'd rather not know anything.
Yeah.
I don't really, at this point, I don't care.
Yeah.
Why would we care? Because we really don't know.
Right. So we're gonna each taste individually. Each video is gonna have 2 rounds. Now I think the last week we have it so where we're gonna do a full week.
Yes.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday of 1 round only.
Yeah.
And then the last Friday we will have our live show. We'll have a normal video, but then the live show at night to do the championship round.
Exactly. 2 tastings for the first round. We get past the first round, 1 tasting, and then we'll have the final 4 for the live show.
So how this is going to work is that we have this plastic container of 1 to 16. Yep. We're going to hand them over to Mom over there. She's kind of in charge of what's going against what here. Kurt and I are going to be we're not going to be down here at the same time during the tasting. So I'm going to go upstairs. You're going to stay down here. It's going to be weird for me because I've never been on camera by myself.
It's been a while for me too. We're doing that specifically because we don't want to, hinder our choices by, talking about it with each other.
No influence here. It's going to be a little bit different. We think this is going to work out a little bit better since we have 2 brackets.
Yeah.
So this is how the setup's going to work. We're going to have 2 glasses up here for each round. Yep. It's going to be labeled A and B.
Yep.
This is only so that Mom and Michelle know the winners.
Yep.
Per se. So on screen, I'll have Michelle put what each one is so that you guys know what round this is, what number, like 116, and then I'll have her put what wins on the screen so that you guys know. Good. And then during the video, or before the video goes live, I'll have Michelle mark what wins in the bracket. So that
very nice.
If you're watching the video and you're just kind of curious to see where the brackets are, I'll put the brackets in every description. And it'll be updated before the video goes live, and then, I think that's it.
Okay, buddy.
Hopefully I didn't forget anything.
All right, well, we're going to cut here just for a minute, and I'm going to give these glasses to my lovely wife, and she's the only one that knows what's going to be getting poured in it. So I got to give her these and your glasses and my glasses, and we'll be right back for some tasting.
Good luck, us.
No doubt. Okay, we're back. I guess I was voted to taste first. Go figure. So, what we have here is my lovely wife poured the samples in her glasses. These are my glasses over here, labeled A on my right, honey? And B on the left. And this over here is Trenton's glasses, again, A and B. Same in each glass, in each set, so right? So, I'm I'm going to get started, honey. I'm going to start with letter B.
All right.
I'm going to start with B. I'm going to make. I figured I might as well just get in there and mix it up a little bit, right? Oh, it's got a really nice nose to it. I really like the nose. It's caramely and brown sugar, all the good things you love, honey. All the good things you love. Oh, I really like that. I like that a lot. It's a bit hot on the palate, but I like it a lot. I get the same notes on the palate as I did on the nose. Everything kind of transferred nicely. It is a little bit spicy though. So we're going to move on to A. Remember we talked about creme brulee, honey?
Yes.
Did I say that right this time?
You did.
Creme brulee. Kind of custardy, light brown sugar. Really nice. Wow. That one's not as hot on the palate. I don't know, of course, I don't know where the proofs line up, but boy, that's so nice. It gives a real nice hug in your chest. You get that, it's just a real well-balanced sip. Still a lot of those nice, from creme brulee to the brown sugar to the caramel. It goes to a lot of nice stuff in there.
Creme brulee?
Did I say cream already?
You did.
I was thinking about it the first time. Thanks for the correction. I think both are fantastic. I really do. I feel B is a little bit younger than A. Possibly it's a little bit more spicy, a little bit astringent. Possibly the oak really kind of hits you a little bit there. A is just an overall spectacular sip, so we're going to go with A, honey.
Okay.
So I kind of miss the little sucker beside me here. It's like that little fella. It's kind of odd being up here by yourself. So, anyways, we're going to cut here. In just a few minutes, Trent will be down giving it his opinions.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not usually back here by myself behind the camera, so this this is a little different for me. It might be a little awkward for me, but that's gonna be all right. So we got A and B, right? Okay. I'm used to talking with Kurt about different what we're tasting and stuff, and that's not gonna be the case here. So I might. Okay. I spill it again.
What world?
Okay, I'm gonna nose both first, just to kind of see how they're smelling. I will say I kind of like A little bit better. It's like, well, I don't know, because B has sort of a dustiness to it that I really kind of like, but A is a little bit more sweet. So. I haven't really drank anything today, so going into this, I would expect it to be maybe a little bit hotter. I don't know, since we don't know what the bottles are in the tournament. Mentally, I don't know if this is on the lower or the higher end of what we're tasting, but we'll have to see how B drinks. I would imagine this to be sort of like a Woodford Double Oaked cast strength. That's kind of what it reminds me of on the nose. Wow. This is actually tough. Can you tell me how many times Kurt tasted both? Are you able to divulge that information without giving anything away?
He didn't go back and forth continuously.
So
he tried them a couple times.
So you're saying he's already doing better than me? Great.
Yeah, he made a decision fairly quickly, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. Right, B. I don't know what's going on with B. I think it's cast strength to me. It's a little bit tannicky, a little bit oaky. Either it's like a double oak, double cask kind of situation, or maybe a finished in some sort of wood. I don't know, but it's quite tannic, maybe a little bit bitter. Not as sweet for me as A is, and I think A drinks a little bit smoother than B. So I'm gonna have to go with A for my choice on this one.
Okay.
All right, how'd you do?
Dude, that was tough.
I was nervous.
I was a little bit nervous. I'll say it's weird not to have anybody to talk to.
It's very strange. I did it by myself for a long time, but I don't ever want to do that again.
I don't know how you did that.
You know, this is a lot of fun when you're up here. I even said I missed a little sucker.
How sweet.
I know you're not going to edit these, so I figured I'd just let you know that.
Yeah.
All right, so we got the next round on the bar top. And again, we don't know which round. We don't know nothing.
How did you do in the last one, you think? We'll do some self-reflection in between.
You know what? It's really, you know, you're very good at a lot of this kind of thing, identifying, and you are. Don't shake your head, because you are. So for me, it's a matter of I've got to get above my own head.
Well, you're pretty tall, so that might be a little tough.
If I start thinking about it too much, I fail. Really, I mean, I start overthinking everything.
Well, I will say one thing that I've learned in training for Matt Madness. Last night, I did a little bit of training, and it was not as good as I expected. But somebody sent me some Australian stuff, some peated scotch. You know how that
peated scotch.
Horrible. Carlos. So
Awesome.
One thing that I noticed is that when I was going with my gut instinct, I was trying to time between 30-40 seconds.
Okay.
And I was just overthinking, and I was going like 5-10 minutes. And I got more things wrong when I thought more than when I just went with my gut instinct.
And that's what I have to concentrate on, because I know I'm my own worst enemy sometimes when it comes to blinds.
Yeah.
Now, when we're doing a blind together, we're knocking ideas. You know, it's a little easier, you know, but when I was up here by myself, I was sweating bullets, dude. I ain't gonna lie. I was sweating.
Well, when I'm trying to figure out a note, we can kind of figure it out as a collective.
Right.
But when I'm by myself, it's like I get like garden hose or like toilet seat or something, and it's like, what is this actually? Because I know it's not like a toilet seat. So what am I getting here?
I'm with you, buddy. All right, you ready to get this going here? We're going to get into this second round. Whatever the round is, we don't know. But again, this time Trenton's going to taste first.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Good luck. Don't pick the wrong one.
And so we'll be right back. We're going to cut. Trenton's going to taste first, and then I'll be tasting second.
So I will say, not to use as an excuse or anything, but when I went into this, I didn't try any bourbons beforehand to kind of get my palate used to the proof points. So I will say that last time on one of them, it really just, like, I can still kind of feel it in the back of my throat. So hopefully this round's a little bit less. And I know we're dealing with cast strength stuff here, so it's not going to be, you know, low proof or anything like that. But I wasn't expecting what I got on one of those. All right, so I don't know. I know Kurt rinsed these out. I'm getting a little musty thing. I don't know if it's the rag, but either that or it's just it's the type of cast strength that there is. But we might have to rethink this, because I do get a little bit of a musty rag smell from it. But you know, it's fine. It's fine. It's not gonna. Okay, this one is like super interesting. I don't know that I'm a huge fan of the palate, but then again, could be the musty. Could be. It's fine. It's fine. I wonder if Kurt will pick that up too. Well, that's really nice. Drinks, whatever the proof is, I feel like it drinks a little bit lower than maybe like I said, we don't know what these are. But given that this is a cast strength, and the numbers can vary, but I feel like this drinks more like 100, maybe like 105. Yeah, super nice. No musty rag on the palate.
Say, does the palate match the nose?
No musty rag on the palate, so that's good.
Well, that's good.
This one seems like it's like malted, or it's a higher malted barley, or it's a higher wheat mash bill or something like that. Ooh, almost kind of vegetal in a way. Different. I don't know that I've tasted that one before. I'd be shocked if I tasted that one before. It's like celery. It's almost like a dessert, like a chocolate frosting even.
Whoa.
I know. Yeah, I'm gonna go with A. And I'll say this too. I'm not gonna start with A every time because I know in previous blinds when we've started with A every single time, you know, there's been some questions on whether that affects our choices or not. So I will rotate between starting with A and B on different ones, just to break up the routine or the monotony of kind of what we're doing here. So we'll see how Kurt does.
So you said letter.
Letter A. Yeah, well, I'll go with
Okay.
A.
Okay, honey, how did he do? Did he do okay?
That was interesting.
It was interesting. Okay, I'm going to start with A this time. Last time I started with B, right? So I'm going to start with A. Wow, that's a little bit different. Whew. That's a little different.
In what way?
I got a little orange in there. A few things is different than the first set.
Okay.
First set was more traditional. This is a little bit out of the box. Pancakes. That's super good. That's pancakes and syrup. That's orange. That's That's a bit familiar, which is unusual for me. That's Trenton's bag. Trenton's pretty good at identifying, but that's kind of familiar. Let me see what's in glass B. That was really good, though, I have to say. It's good. Ooh, got some cherry. Wow. That's really good too, but that's more of a cherry type forward. It has some, I'm trying to think of the right terms here. Both of those are very familiar, honey. I gotta give, and this is so close. Both of these are super, super good. Let me give A a little bit more. You got a quarter.
Really?
You got a quarter, honey?
Trent had a definitive answer. Yeah.
I think
he didn't waver back and forth like.
Yeah, I think they're both delicious in different ways. This is more pancake syrup, a little bit of orange in there. This has more of the brown sugar, not really caramel, maybe a little molasses, but there's definitely cherry note in there too. Softer on the palate, a little bit on B, but I think today I'm going with pancakes and syrup, so I'm going with A on this one. But both kind of familiar and very, 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 very good. Well, I have to say, Trenton, that was extremely interesting. It's unusual not doing a video with you, and I have to say I missed you, buddy. I really did.
Is there something wrong with my hair?
Oh.
What were you going to say?
Go ahead. Okay.
Yeah, that was honestly, that was tough. I don't know about you on this last round.
Yes?
Tell me about the nose that you got on.
Well,
it wasn't like yours.
It really? Wasn't? Did you get sweet tarts or something?
No, I got musty rag.
Musty rag.
On both. So I don't know if we need to switch up the cleaning method that we use on the glasses in between rounds.
You know, your sniffer is better than mine, so that's a good possibility.
So it's gone now. I'll say it's gone now.
I'm sorry.
So we're going with palate only. So it wouldn't have changed my palate. No chance.
I apologize up front for that.
Yeah,
that's a very good possibility.
I don't know if we need to get an industrial dishwasher down here.
I don't know. I mean, this one here, we're taking on nose. I got pancakes and syrup, and over here I got a nice cherry note. That's what I got.
That's not even close to what I got.
That's all right. It's
Oh, the
subjective.
nose?
Nose
Oh,
only.
okay. I was worried.
Nose only. So
Patron just got the musty, dirty rag. Or
yeah,
something.
you don't get cherry on Bebra?
Mm-mm.
That's something wrong with you.
Okay. Tasting it again, I stand by my palate notes.
Oh, okay.
You can't watch the video. So it's weird. It'll be weird.
I will eventually.
Yeah. At the end of the month, I'm going to go through
Okay.
back and watch all of them and kind of
Okay.
see the progression.
Yeah.
But this was tough. Hopefully it gets a little bit easier.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to be too awkward by myself.
Yeah.
Not easy.
It's not easy. Trust me. We've grown accustomed to each other.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing. It's all right. That's all we got for you today. That's our first round. Hopefully, the next rounds will be a little bit more, a little bit more free and smooth. And
Well, too, I hope that we didn't create an upset already.
it's very possible.
People's brackets could just be thrown out into the
I know.
wind
I already-
now after this one.
I already tried.
Mom's is screwed.
I already tried.
I keep looking at
You
my
did?
bracket. Yeah.
I'm sorry, honey. I tried to trick her into telling me your choice, but she's like a hawk. She's
You can't get anything past her. She's like a...
I picked my last one there because you tasted first, and I goes, "That's the same one Trenton picked too," and she gave me that evil eye. Yeah,
One thing that I'm going to do, and I talked about this in my round, is that I'm not going to always start with A,
yeah,
just in case, because I noticed that my first two choices were similar. I'm not going to tell you which ones they were, but I don't want there to be like a pattern. So I'm gonna break it up and see.
and I'll have you know,
You did the same thing?
my first tasting started with B. My second tasting I started with A.
Okay.
I switched it up a little bit
Yeah,
too.
I'm going to be doing that too.
I
So
don't know, just trying to make it as fair as possible.
Yeah.
And hey, it's just everybody's individual palate. We're not all the same, including especially me and him. Especially.
I'd be shocked
So,
if
it's all
we
right.
picked the same ones this round.
This is just all for fun. This is just a good time. So hope you enjoyed it. As always, we ask you to please drink responsibly, and we'll see you next time for another round of the Bourbon Madness tournament right here with Trent and I in the good old basement bourbon bar. See you later.